An explosion leads to a huge fire overnight, leaving one person injured and a home destroyed. It happened on Walter Street near Martin Luther King Boulevard. Fire officials believe the fire may have started from a ruptured gas line. Eyewitness News reporter Vanessa Croy has more.
Massive plumes of smoke float into the night sky as flames shoot out from the roof of this home. San Antonio fire officials say the fire started around 11 Saturday night. They believe a ruptured gas line caused an explosion. 3 people were inside the house when the fire started. Joe Arrington with San Antonio Fire said at first, crews were worried 2 people may be trapped inside.
They had just walked down the street a little ways. They came back and told us that they were the last 2 in the house. We knew we weren't looking for anybody else.
2 people made it out safely. One was taken to the hospital with significant burns. Arrington said firefighters weren't able to fight the fire from inside the building.
For the safety of our folks with the roof collapsing and the structural instability because of the explosion, we fought it defensively the whole time.
And even though they got the fire quickly under control, it was still a long night for firefighters.
We got most of the fire knocked down, but that gas line does continue to burn pretty significantly. Working with CPS, they're going to have to bring a crew out here to excavate the middle of the road to get to the shutoff of that large gas main.
Arrington said arson is investigating, and CPS is also launching an investigation to determine if the ruptured gas line may have started the fire. Arrington said the home is a total loss. Vanessa Croy, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.